So, hello, all, and welcome. It is I, the realist philosopher, and I survived my first night car camping. As you know, it was a nightmare. You no doubt saw my prior video, which I've now deleted because I was so ashamed of it. The weakness I allowed to creep into my mind. I had forgotten all the lessons I had previously learned at that moment and been teaching you guys for years. I forgot the most important lesson that you need to live in the moment because there is nothing else. There is no past, and more importantly, which I had forgotten, there is no future. And all I was focused on was the future and the possible negative outcomes and how this situation seemed hopeless in the future instead of focusing, as I should have been, on the now, the present moment. And that's why I broke down the way I did in that video. Not that, and the fact that I felt like I was having another heart attack right before that. My heart rate was up to 150. It got me a little concerned. It was at 150, but I was just sitting down. And that's because the doctor told me I shouldn't be doing anything. I should be resting. Wanted to know if I had any family I could stay with because it's a bad idea for me to be on my feet or dealing with any stress or anything that might aggravate my condition. And I'm like, no, man, I got nobody. And so sleeping in your car, having just survived a heart attack and septic shock. Yeah, a lot of contributing factors. So my apologies, guys. I let myself get emotional. I let myself get caught up in the negative, what might happen mentality instead of just focusing on the here and the now and doing what I have to in this moment, step by step by step by step by step, and focusing all of my attention and energy on the present moment so that I maximize what I'm capable of and can think clearly and rationally and not let any kind of emotionality get in the way. So today, well, last night, let's get into that. After I got off the video with you guys, I realized there's no way I've got the energy or the inclination to do the stuff like cooking in my storage unit and all this stuff. So, the money I spent on the stove and I don't think you guys know how exhausted I am. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to stick to my carnivore diet, eat like pre-prepared, like sausage, like beef sausage and such, instead of making hamburgers and such. And insofar as eggs, which is what I eat to get the majority of my nutritional value because they're almost as good as liver, I'll have to find something to fill in. I don't know. I really don't have the energy. It's like too much. So that was kind of a waste of money, actually. See, I have the tendency to overestimate what I'm capable of sometimes. Well, not generally, but I really have the tendency to try and ignore any issues or problems I might be having physically. So I've been in the mindset where I'm not sick. I don't have an illness. I haven't had an illness. There was no heart attack. I'm just now starting to realize what my limitations are, and they're quite expensive. So I tried to get some sleep, lay down, realized, oh, I should have bought some earplugs. Too much noise. I decided to car camp out at a Walmart. So I'm at the Walmart, but I was too early, like 3:30. So I just sat there, sweating to death on my PC, and some crazy homeless guy approached me, asked for money. I don't know what money this guy thinks I've got. I'm living in my freaking car. I'm like, hey, dude, I'm living in my car. You think I got money? And then he starts freaking out and flipping out and decides to camp out in front of my car and start cursing at me. So I had to drive almost 10 miles to another Walmart and camp out. And it was very loud. There were a lot of other car life, van life people there. But it was loud. I did manage to get some sleep, though. After the live stream, after the not live stream, after the recording where I broke down there, that's never happened to me before. I just focused on, okay, let's not focus on the can't. Let's not focus on what I can't do. Let's focus on what I can do, and let's not focus on the future, which doesn't exist yet. Let's just focus all my mental energy on the present. And the first thing I decided is, okay, do everything I can to get some sleep. So maximize my comfort, maximize everything in the car to try and make it as comfortable as possible. All right, so there's a little bit of a dip. I realized I need to get that sleeping bag that I bought and use that underneath the memory foam mattress I got to kind of try and level things out a little bit more. So I'm going to do that tonight. Earplugs as well, and go somewhere else other than Walmart. It's not a good place to be. They're not open 24 hours, but they are open very late. Because of the overnight camping thing, there's a lot of ne'er-do-wells that gather there and make a lot of noise. So my next camping spot will probably be at a hospital emergency room tonight. Number 2, don't let hopelessness overcome you. Oh, I don't have a solar. I don't have a solar array to power my Jackery 300, so I'm going to run out of power. No, I can plug it into my car, and whenever I drive, that'll recharge it. Okay. Oh, I'm going to run out of bandwidth. I mean, some things got to me. When I realized I'm going to run out of power on my Jackery, I don't have a way to recharge it. I'm going to lose my link to you guys, my supporters, the only people that give a damn about me, other than myself. I started to lose it. I started to really unravel. And then when I looked at my phone and it says, you have used 25 gigabytes. You only have 75 left. I'm like, oh no. So I focused on the bad. Like, oh no, I'm going to run out of gigabytes. I'm going to run out of hotspot bandwidth. I'm going to run out of power. And I was focusing on the problem and not the solution. And so once I stopped and thought, you need to stop doing this. You need to focus on the moment. You need to focus on solutions, not problems. Problems of the future. The outcomes of the problems of the future, the solving of the problems is the present. I started thinking logically, reasonably, critically, and came to a bunch of conclusions and solutions in my mind that I implemented today. So first thing I did, went to my storage unit, got everything in order. Here's what I'm going to be taking with me overnight. Here's what I'm not. And this morning I went back, took a couple hours, sorting stuff out, my car set up to do gig work. Then I came out, tried to do some food delivery with Uber Eats. I did get one order. Never done that before. So I didn't understand how it works. I did what was like an $8.50 order. At the end of the order, I only got like $2.68. I was like, wait a second. I drove like almost 6 miles. I mean, $8.50 is worth it. It's more than $1 a mile, but $2.68. I'm not doing this. So I passed on like 3 or 4 orders. And then only to realize that the rest of the money comes later. So I'm like, I get a notification on my phone, and I got the other $6. I was like, what the hell? I didn't know. So now I was sitting here for about 20 minutes waiting for more orders, but I passed on all those crappy orders. But now I know I can do that. And then I contacted Visible online. This is the service that is better than the one that I purchased prior, that offers 100% uncapped, unlimited hotspot Wi-Fi. No more limits. So say goodbye to this straight talk garbage plan that has 100 gigabyte cap. How am I going to get it though? Visible doesn't have stores. They're not anywhere. You can't go in Walmart and buy a Visible SIM card, a Visible phone, a Visible plan. I bought it online. Sent it to my old hotel, called the hotel and said, hey, hotel, I ordered a package, but I thought it would arrive before I left, so I contacted them to tell them not to send it. They already sent it. So could you hold it for me? It's going to arrive tomorrow, the next day. They're like, sure, we'll hold it. Problem solved. Problem solved. Problem solved. Got accepted for Walmart Spark as well. I sat for about 15 minutes. I didn't get any offers, but that's two possible gig work jobs now I can do. And I got a call from TSA, and the TSA said, you want to come work for us? We've got a workshop starting on September 9th. Now, I'm like running low on cash. If starts September 9th, I got to buy a bunch of shirts that are all blue button up. I got to eat for 3 weeks because the job isn't going to pay for that long. You're going to work 2 weeks. You're not going to get a paycheck until the third week. I don't have enough money. And I realized that's focusing on the problem. That's focusing on the problem, not the solution. So I said, sure. Don't know if I can handle it, but the first 2 weeks are all classroom time. That said, my feet are already tingling right now, and so are my hands, just sitting here talking to you guys. But if I'm just sitting there listening, I like reading a screen, maybe I won't pass out. Maybe I can do it and not stroke out. One thing, though, that the doctor did tell me is that there's a high degree of likelihood, and he gave me a bunch of blood thinners, but he was very clear. That's not an end-all, be-all solution. There are some clots at those blood thinners that could already be in your body. And if they're big enough, the blood thinners are not going to break them up. So if you don't take it easy, you could dislodge a clot. And it could go to your brain, your heart. You could have another heart attack, or even worse, you could stroke out and die. That's why I'm supposed to be taking it easy. I shouldn't be doing any work, classroom or otherwise, but that's reality. Sometimes you have no choice. So I accepted. I'll have to go buy some shirts with money I don't have. I mean, luckily I do have everything required to survive in my vehicle, so that's something. I do wish I had some solar panels because I don't know. I saw some for $169, 100-watt solar power on Amazon. I wish I'd have bought that instead of this freaking stove and cooler that I got. Because I've just decided I got to go low energy. I have to maximize what energy and capability I have, which means I have to reduce my activity as much as humanly possible. So the easiest to prepare foods, the easiest to get foods, as little activity as humanly possible. I am that bad. I do have to become as efficient as possible, and it minimized to the point where I can't even cook stuff. I'm going to have to buy hard cheeses and salamis and beef sausages and pork sausages. Not too cheap, not too expensive. They're very calorie dense, so it'll allow me to stick to my carnivore diet and not be imbibing gluten. And then I just got done at Planet Fitness. I purchased with money I don't have. And yes, so there were a lot of people of you out there that donated. Thank you very much. As I said before, it didn't cover everything, but it helped a lot. Purchased their Black Card membership, which is $25 a month, but I only had to pay $10 down to get it today. And I won't have another bill. I won't have a fee until November. What's today? Well, a month from today for $25. So they got massage chairs, tanning booths. I can use them all. They got showers and sinks I can shave in. You just gotta bring your own towel and soap, obviously. So I've got my shower connection. As for getting back to practicing the sword, I didn't practice today because I had too much stuff to do. Had to get a lot of practice tomorrow. An extra day of rest is good for me because my heart's still bothering me. So my practice tomorrow. Then once I start with the TSA, it's very early in the morning, 8 o'clock. It wants to start. So I'll just have to come to Planet Fitness, shower, shave if I need a shave. I don't like to shave every day. I like to do every other day. And I can get away with it because I can do a pretty close shave. Aggravates my face too much. And go there and then maybe have my sword workout after. And, find something to do like, go to a bookstore or library or something. I got to really maximize what cash I still have left, but I don't see how it's going to hold out. So I'm hoping you guys out there, any of you that can afford to donate, please do. I'm a mess. I could really use your help. The link is in the description. I just need enough to cover the new shirts, gas, and whatever extra food costs I might have. Gas is the biggie, though. I don't necessarily need to get the solar panel to power my jackery. I mean, it would be nice because then I could continue to make content and talk to you guys, but that's gravy. If I don't, I'm not able to raise the funds for that. I won't be able to use the laptop as much. I don't know where I'm going to charge it. If I'm not driving around doing gig work, that would charge it. Instead, working at the TSA, it's kind of useless to me. I don't know. But if you guys can afford to make a donation, as there is stuff that I do actually need. I don't need the laptop. I will switch all my passwords and accounts over to my phone. But I need food. I need the gas to get back and forth to the TSA. God, this could kill me. I'm not kidding. I'm in that bad a shape. And I need to get the clothes for the work, and I'll need to do laundry and all. But if you can spare anything, guys, please make a donation to my GoFundMe. The link is in the description. So not much more to say. I don't know how I'm going to do this TSA thing. That's going to require some logistics show. That's going to be rough. Go from my car camping, wake up 6 maybe, at the Planet Fitness, shower, shave. You know what? I mean, what I would like to do is buy like an electric scooter, right? That would save me so much money on like gas that I could just ride the scooter and put it in my trunk and then ride it to the airport and take it in with me and recharge it. I might be able to recharge my jackery when I'm in classroom. Like I can have it in my backpack and plug it in while I'm there. I don't know how I'm going to explain it though. Maybe I'll have to, or maybe I can like sit somewhere where I'm near an outlet and I don't have to. If they ask, just say, "Oh, I'm just recharging my like portable charger for my phone and devices." Got a lot of devices. I don't want these people to know I'm living in my car. Nothing screams unstable and unreliable more than a dude living in his car to people who have never lived in their car, never fallen into dire straits. They're going to automatically assume you're in that dire strait because of bad choices you made, not because of, a single honest mistake like letting your insurance lapse and you fell in a hole and cut your leg and it got septic and then you had a heart attack and nearly died. They don't know that. They're just going to assume the absolute worst right from the get-go. So maybe I can recharge it at work. I don't know. But wow, that electric scooter would be great. I don't know. I mean, that would save me so much money. I mean, you know how much gas costs. I could recharge the scooter there, no problem. And that would be one less expense, but that would cost $200-300. That would be better to get than the solar panels for the jackery. But I don't know. I guess that's gravy too. I got a car, but I mean the gas is so pricey. Anyway, guys, I do need help with the shirts and yeah, and I appreciate any charity. And I know I'm asking a lot, and I know I'm asking charity, but what I'm asking for is a hand up, not a handout. A handout is enabling, not asking for enablement. I mean, your donations, your help, your charity allows me to get the job, stay at the job, be able to continue doing it, and then use that as a stepping stone. So if you want to help me get back on my feet, I have no problem returning the favor in the future. I'm going to put my email in the description. If you want your money back in the future, I'll gladly return it. If you want me to produce content for you, usually charge like $75 for that, but you can make a donation far less than that. And like just give me a content request and I'll make a video on it. You want my advice or my help on a particular issue, my philosophical skills focused towards solving a particular problem. You want my advice, you want direct contact with me. You got it. Anything I can do for you, I will do. And that includes returning the funds once I am working and getting paid. And that's only going to be 3 weeks after I start. So once I get that first paycheck, I should be able to find an apartment. I should be able to rent a place because a job at the TSA pays pretty well, actually. And then I should be able to, with that work, not only get a place, but then get utilities and reliable internet at home, and then not have to live in my car anymore. So that is what your charity is enabling me. And I've always been a big believer in charity. I've given a lot of it in my life. And I've been producing content for over 8 years, trying to help my fellow man and save as many lives and save as many men as possible from going down some of the same paths I and other men have. Paying it forward, essentially. I've never asked anything. Never, until now. And I don't expect anything either. I'm not an entitled person. I'm just asking if you can afford to help and you want to help and you've gotten something out of my content in the past, please maybe consider throwing me a few bucks so I can get back on my feet and out of this horrendous situation. Anyhow, guys, on that note, I'm out of here. I am the realist philosopher. Follow my advice, follow my example. Don't get caught up in negative possible future outcomes. Focus on the now, focus on the present moment because that's all that exists. And within that moment, focus all of your time and your energies into solving the problem instead of focusing on the negative outcomes of said problem, which can then lead you to becoming so obsessed, so focused on the problem, what is arising from the problem, that instead of solving it, you just focus all your energy on the negatives and you just stay in that situation forever because you get hopeless and you see no way out because you have the wrong mindset. Learn from me, learn from my mistakes. Anyhow, I am the realist philosopher. GoFundMe's in the description, as is a Cash App link. And I wish you all a good and pleasant day. And thanks for everybody out there. Thanks to you, the guys that have helped me today. And take care.